Hello, my name is Jeffrey Barron, and this is my report on Albert Einstein. He was born in Ulm in the Kingdom of Württemberg on March 14th, 1879, to Pauline and Hermann Einstein. He was born as a non-observant Jew. His father was an electrical engineer and worked with direct currents, but was soon um, out of a job due to alternating currents. His mother was a housewife, and he lived in Germany for the majority of his young life. However, his parents moved to Italy to get a job. They sent him back to Munich when they moved to Italy in order to finish his schooling. He got his primary and secondary education at Luitpold Gymnasium. Um, he also got a little bit of extra knowledge from a family friend, which was a transfer student from Poland named Max Talmud, who would give him books on philosophy, math, physics, whatever he had at the time. Um, However, when he was 16, he was not accepted into Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich because he failed to meet the requirements in every subject, even though he did get a 6 out of 6 in both math and physics. They recommended he go back to secondary school at Aargau Cantonal School in Aarau. Um, there, he stayed with one of his professors and fell in love with his daughter. However, a year later, Einstein was accepted back into Zurich, and the daughter moved somewhere else in Germany for a job. He graduated there in 4 years with a teaching degree in math and physics, and in that program, he met his first wife, Mileva Merrick, who unfortunately didn't graduate. But in 1902, they had a daughter named Lieserl and got married in 1903, and then a year later had a son named Hans Albert. In 1919, he divorced Mileva and then ended up marrying his first cousin, Elsa Lowenthal. Um, in 1933, they moved to America from Germany and never returned from fear of the Nazi uprising. But Elsa died in 1936 due to kidney and heart failure. Einstein continued his life for another 19 years, teaching and doing physics, and in 1955 he died, refusing surgery for internal bleeding, claiming that his time had come. But he was very remembered for his theory of relativity. Initially in 1905 with the special theory of relativity, explained the motion of an object is relative to where you are. So if you were moving the same direction, it would be slow. If you were moving away from it or opposite direction, it would seem fast. And that was only for special cases. But years later, he came out with this theory of general relativity, in which he created the space-time continuum, or the theory of it, which was proven with things such as gravitational lensing, um, planets moving closer to their stars in their solar system, and how gaseous planets are on the interior part of a solar system. And this is a couple images of how it works. On the left, that's gravitational lensing. As you see, the light is curved around the indent the sun makes in the space-time continuum. And Earth on the right just shows its indent and how it rotates. Um, so despite many rumors of Einstein working on atomic theory, on the atom bomb, he never did. He was actually a pacifist, but he was with a group of scientists that signed a letter urging FDR, the president at the time, to make nuclear weapons because they thought that the Germans were close to having one. Um, Besides that, Einstein's solution, or solution of E equals mc squared was used for the atomic reaction used in the bomb. So across his life, he received 6 honorary doctorate degrees, including Oxford, Harvard, Princeton, and a few other schools. He got his Nobel Peace Prize in 1921 in physics, and that was for the law of the photoelectric effect. He got many other awards. He was a very notable person for all that he did. But besides being a scientist, he had a lot of great life philosophies. He has many quotes that have nothing to do with science. Um, One particular that I like would be when you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. And those are the kinds of things that he came up with. And overall, he knew how to live life. He made a lot of great contributions, and he's still a very popular person. And that concludes my presentation.